When you're solving trigonometry applications, you're going to realize there's a lot of words involved, more than you like probably. And one of the key skills is being able to read a paragraph and figure out which of the words in that paragraph kind of have some math meaning to them. So we're just going to go through this problem. There's no equations here, there's no formulas. I'm just going to go explain what each of these lines means in terms of the picture. So we've got a length of a shadow cast by a building. And some people get confused and they think this is like a diagonal line going from the top of the building down to the floor, but that's not what a shadow actually looks like. The shadow length looks like this. It's literally the length on the ground of the shadow. So next we have this word called angle of elevation, and that is almost always something down here, right? Something in this little corner of the triangle. It's how high the firefighter needs to elevate his gaze, needs to look up in the air to see the kid on the top of the building. Next, we're going to look at, let's see, that's going to be angle of depression. So angle of depression is very similar to angle of elevation. It's another angle, but now we're going from the child to the firefighter. And you see there's two angles that actually do that. There's these two angles up here, and people sometimes get confused over which one of those is the angle of depression. Well, it's how much the child looks down by, okay? And that's the amount she's looking down from the horizontal, so that we call that the angle of depression. Now, the next one is vertical climb needed for a ladder, okay? We're not talking about the length of the ladder. We're talking about the vertical climb needed for the ladder. So that's literally what's the vertical height of the building, okay? The ladder probably needs to be longer than that, but we're just talking about the vertical portion of that. The altitude of the child from the ground, same exact thing. It's just a different way of saying it. And sometimes you will have problems that say something in different ways. Now we've got an interesting one. Line of sight. Line of sight from the firefighter to the child. So what line of sight means is if you are imagining the direction his eyes are going when he looks up to the kid on the top of the building, that's what line of sight is. Okay, line of sight is the direction of sight. And then the last one, distance from the firefighter to the base of the building. Okay, this last one right here. Well, that's literally the distance along the ground. So it's similar to the length of the shadow. It's just another way of saying that.